In the dead of night, aboard a creaking old fishing boat, Emma found herself alone amidst the desolate sea. The moon shone eerily, casting an unsettling glow over the waters. A chill ran down her spine as she realized she was not alone. A creature lurking beneath the surface, a sea monster of enormous proportions. As the waves crashed against the vessel, Emma's heart raced in her chest. She was trapped between the vastness of the ocean and the impending danger below. But Emma was not one to be easily defeated. With determination coursing through her veins, she set out to survive against all odds. The first morning arrived, and Emma scoured the boat for any means of protection. She came across rusty harpoons and tattered fishing nets, relics from a time long forgotten. Realizing these wouldn't be of much use, she opted for her quick wit and resourcefulness instead. Emma decided to construct a makeshift barricade on the deck using whatever she could find. She stacked wooden crates, strapped them together with ropes, and reinforced them with coils of rusted wire. It may not hold for long, but it would give her a chance to plan her escape. Carefully, she navigated the labyrinthine corridors of the boat, gathering supplies and essentials. She filled bottles with fresh water, collected cans of food, and grabbed a flashlight to pierce through the dark abyss. Not knowing how long she would be trapped, Emma had to be prepared for the worst. Days turned into weeks as Emma adapted to her grim reality. She rationed her meager supplies, catching fish whenever she could. But as each day passed, the sea monster grew bolder, relentlessly circling the boat. Its dark silhouette danced beneath the surface, a constant reminder of the danger lurking below. Emma's determination began to waver, her strength fading along with the daylight. Her only solace came in the form of handwritten letters to her loved ones, constantly reminding them of her will to live. She sealed each one, promising herself that she would find a way to mail them once she escaped this floating nightmare. It was during one of Emma's darkest moments that a violent storm descended upon her solitary confinement. The boat tossed and turned, at the mercy of the tempestuous sea. The wind howled like banshees, and rain lashed against her tired face. But amidst the chaotic symphony, Emma saw a flicker of hope. A crack of thunder illuminated a remote island on the horizon. With the last reserves of her strength, Emma fought against the raging elements, steering the vessel towards this unexpected sanctuary. Her battered body longed for respite as she envisioned salvation within reach. Finally, the boat crashed against the island's shore, its time-worn hull splintering upon impact. Emma stumbled onto solid ground, her body battered and bruised, but her will to survive intact. She glanced back, hoping to catch one last glimpse of the sea monster that haunted her nightmares. The water remained calm, no sign of the monster that had tormented Emma for what felt like a lifetime. Was it a figment of her imagination? A manifestation of her deepest fears? Perhaps it was a guardian of the sea, testing her will to survive in its treacherous embrace. Exhausted but hopeful, Emma ventured into the island's thick foliage, seeking shelter from the impending night. She found an old, abandoned shack, barely standing but providing some much-needed cover. Inside, she discovered a dusty diary, its pages filled with the musings of a long-forgotten castaway. As Emma delved deeper into the journal's contents, a chilling realization struck her. The diary recounted the tale of another survivor stranded on the same boat, tormented by the same sea monster. The entries grew increasingly desperate until abruptly ending, leaving Emma with more questions than answers. Determined to find the truth, Emma ventured back to the shoreline the following day. She noticed peculiar marks etched into the sand, symbols that could only be described as ancient. The sea monster, it seemed, had a dark history intertwined with the island's past. Emma's quest for answers led her to a dilapidated lighthouse at the island's edge. The structure stood as a beacon of mystery, calling her to unravel its secrets. With a deep breath, she crossed the threshold, stepping into a world of forgotten tales and chilling revelations. Inside the lighthouse, Emma discovered an array of documents and photographs, each hinting at a sinister connection between the sea monster and the island's inhabitants. Legends of sacrifices made to appease the creature gnawed at her thoughts, fueling her desire for justice. Through hours of research, Emma pieced together the intricate puzzle. The sea monster had been a curse, haunting the island for centuries. Its wrath manifested through horrific storms, claiming innocent lives unless appeased. Victims of desperation and fear were offered as sacrifice, a twisted attempt to preserve the island's delicate peace. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Emma forged forward, determined to put an end to the cycle of terror. She gathered the forgotten relics tucked away in the lighthouse, a plan forming in her mind. It was time to confront the sea monster head-on. A storm brewed on the horizon, ominous clouds swirling in the sky. With a surge of adrenaline, Emma set sail once again, steering towards the monster's lair. Her determination burned brighter than ever as she prepared to face the horrors that awaited beneath the surface. As the boat approached the sea monster's territory, the waves grew wilder, the twilight realm revealing an otherworldly presence. An inky darkness emerged from the depths, shrouding the boat in an eerie silence. The sea monster had sensed Emma's defiance, emerging from the abyss to challenge her. Unfazed by the monster's immense size and ferocity, Emma brandished her newfound relics, ancient objects of power. She had no harpoons or fishing nets this time, only her wits and a desperate desire to reclaim her freedom. She had prepared for this moment, and she was ready. As the sea monster lunged forth with teeth bared, Emma's actions became a blur of calculated movements. She evaded the beast's gnashing jaws, lashing out with her weaponry when an opportunity presented itself. Her heart pounded, adrenaline flooding her veins as she danced on the precipice of life and death. Blow after blow, Emma fought valiantly against the sea monster, her determination and newfound knowledge giving her an edge. Each strike weakened the monster's resolve, fractures appearing in its seemingly invincible facade. Victory was within her grasp, and she refused to let it slip away. With one final, decisive strike, Emma delivered a blow that sent shockwaves rippling through the monster's colossal form. It thrashed, its anguished cries echoing across the vast expanse of the ocean. She had triumphed where so many others had perished, bringing an end to the curse that plagued the island. The sea monster vanished beneath the waves, its monstrous presence dissipating like a nightmare clinging to the fringes of consciousness. Emma gasped for breath, her body aching but her spirits soaring. The battle was won, her survival enshrined in an epic tale of defiance against unthinkable odds. As Emma sailed back to the island, she was greeted by a newfound tranquility. The once menacing waves now swayed gently, as if grateful for their release from the monster's curse. The people of the island, scarred by generations of fear, emerged from their hiding places, marveling at this newfound freedom. With a glimmer of hope reborn, Emma led the island's inhabitants towards a future untangled from the monstrous past. They discarded the twisted traditions that had shackled them for centuries, embracing a life of harmony and unity. Together, they rebuilt the island, transforming it into a refuge of peace. News of Emma's courageous triumph spread far and wide, reaching the mainland where her loved ones had long grieved her loss. The handwritten letters she had penned were finally delivered, the ink forever capturing her strength and resilience. Emma was fated as a hero, her tale inspiring countless others to face their own monstrous demons. In the aftermath of her harrowing ordeal, Emma found solace in knowing that her fight for survival had not been in vain. She vowed to live each day to its fullest, cherishing the simple joys that once eluded her. The sea, once a symbol of terror, came to represent her liberation, a constant reminder of the strength she had discovered within herself. And so, Emma's tale, a testament to the indomitable human spirit, echoed through the ages. Surviving horror at sea, a woman's fight for survival became a legend, passed down from generation to generation, a cautionary tale and an anthem of hope. Emma's adventure had ended, but her legacy would endure, forever etched in the annals of history.